Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now I'm just looking through my work to find something to finish today, okay, because I want to do that sort of thing now. So I have a lot to finish, but these are some of the things that I've made, and I just want to show you. If I can put that around straight, it'd be a good idea. I hope you don't mind that the air conditioner's going, but I have to have that on because it is very hot in here, and I'm going to just put that down that far, and hopefully you can see what. I don't know why I sort of insist on twisting myself sideways. I might move these away so I can show them to you one at a time, because I know you've seen my work before, but I want to do something with it. Okay, now I'm not going to say I'm going to start from the top, because this here I want to make into a journal, right? And that's pretty basic and easy. I stamped that on there, and then I stitched all in that, and I stitched around the stamping, okay? Or did I do all this? Yes, I might have done a lot of it around there, but I did a bit. And that's all stitched on, and then I put these pieces down, the little heart and wrote hugs on there, because that's something I really liked to put on my things, is hugs. Now, I've got the papers to make that with, but let's just look and see what we decide which one we really want to play with today, okay? So this one here is a bit of slow stitching that I did way back, and it's more or less vintage. It's all like, this is a vintage fabric, and that's a piece of an old shirt, like a strap. There's some really heavy satin there. There's a piece off a doily in there. There's a bit of old vintage fabric. This is a very old piece of satin stuff, and it's all framed, but it's okay. The felt's not vintage, and that is, and so I've just put that together and put stitches along it, and have no idea what to do with that unless I make that into a journal as well. That could work, couldn't it? Okay, this one here you've seen me make. I've got videos on this one, and I do like it, but I didn't at first, but I do now that I come back and look at it again, because it's not bad, is it? You wonky houses. Yes, so maybe that one will go in my Etsy, I think, eventually. This one here I started when Anne Brooks started doing that slow stitching thing that she was doing, and I was following along with that, and then I just got sidetracked and went off to something else. But I'll come back and finish that, because I really like how it's going. I actually cut it in half, because I was going to have two bits, and then I started back together again, because I didn't want it cut in half after all. So that's that one there. I love those, and the buttons that I did, and that sort of thing on there. This one here, I didn't get very far with that at all. This one was all laces, so it's a crazy patchwork lace idea that I've got on this one. And take that needle out of there, and I just haven't got around to doing any more on that, but I really do love it. And of this sizes that I keep making, I'm sticking to the size that you'd make a bag or a purse out of, like a bag I meant, you know, but only a very thin, like something, not that you put a whole heap of stuff in, because you just want something nice. And I really was enjoying doing that. Well, I did a bit, and then I went off to something else as per usual. I'm going to leave that out on maybe I'll work on that today. And then we got this one here that I did. It's a piece of weaving, which I probably shouldn't. I'll lend them off after. I've woven that through, and then I have slow stitched across it. See how I've woven all them pieces through. That one is down that way, and that was that way, and that just went backwards and forwards, and it looks really cool, I think. So this piece here goes under there, over there, it's under there, and it's over there. And then I've got this pinky piece, and this piece here's I don't know how, this piece here goes under, that bit there, that bit there, that bit there's under, this piece here's under, and that bit there's under. But anyway, I really like that. That's really cool. Probably be another cover for something, I suppose. Then I have this, and I still haven't finished it, and I really want to because I love it. Isn't it beautiful? I do love this, and the flowers and everything on there. And I'm just actually at the moment not now, but I'm up to going around the edge with the blanket stitch so it won't fray. And then I was going to come back and put some more beads and so forth on the centre of that. Okay, right. I showed you how to do that when we did that small series. Then I've got this one here that I made out of stump work. I showed you how to do the little flowers, and the leaf, and the little berry, and the stem too, I think, but I've showed you the stem in something else. Now, I don't know what I'll do with that. Could frame it or something. Don't know yet. This is all beaded, really heavy. I did this one too on that thing, didn't I? And that looks really cool. I do love a bit of beading. I do love a bit of beading. That one. Then we have a mushroom. Well, we have two mushrooms and a bit of one. I've never got to that other naughty. He's nice, I like him. He's done this as needle lace up there. This one here is a bit of ribbon embroidery that I had from a piece of work when I was doing a bit of tutorials on a few different things, showing you how to use the ribbon embroidery. This one here's got one little leaf on it, that's all. Okay. There's another one of these. Oh, this is not woven, this is just straight, I've just put down each piece of fabric. Just made a new piece of fabric, you know, like a Franklin piece of fabric. So that's cool, like that. This here is really neat. I'll get to put this in something one day. I made this out of my coaster squares. That's a square, 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 and that's a square. So I slow stitched each one of those, and then I fasten them together on the back. And it did turn out pretty even, so that will definitely be a journal cover that I will put on one day when I find the right journal. Now this one here is what I was thinking about working on today, and I really love this piece. I really do love this piece. This is going to be a bag, so, you know, watch this space for that. It'll be a bag. This is a very small, this is a pocket. Isn't that neat? I love this pocket. I haven't put on anything because I like it. Look at the goodies on there. Isn't it good how you can, sorry about the language, isn't it good how you can put all these things together and come up with something so gorgeous, you know? There goes, that's turned off, that's good. Sorry about this, I hope you can hear me. I'm yelling above that noise, but I hope that's okay. So I've tucked this, I've fastened that onto this so I can tuck down in the pocket. I didn't show you that, did I? These are just like sample pages that I was making. I've not actually done a tutorial on any, maybe I did, I don't remember now. But I do love what I do with the buttons. I do like the buttons. And this is a little, this was in 2016, mind you, that I did this on video. It's up there somewhere. That was a few years ago, wasn't it? My goodness me. 16. 6 years. 6 years ago. So there's a piece of paper in there. And I've just made that sample page. I've got more than one, but that's what I've got showing you today. Now this is my bag. I still haven't finished. The piece for my little nice bag. I love this. Isn't this nice? I do love this work. I enjoy doing it. One of my first, I don't know which one was my first one. Which one? This might have been my first slow stitch that I did on video. And I like it. Maybe it's not because I've got a bit of applique in there. I'll put a piece of flower on that. I'll put a bit of cross stitch in there. And this is one of my first slow stitches that I did. Here's another one. I love it. I do love that. Isn't that nice? That one I mostly just put pieces that way, and then these are pieces that I added on to them. These bits here, they're add-on pieces. Okay. Here's another one. This could have been one of my first ones too. One of my first ones. Do like this. This will go good on a journal. Put that on a journal one day, I think. And I do love the edge too, how I've done the edges. That's what I'm going to do with, what am I making now? Okay, can't remember. I do know. I'm going to put an edge on it like that anyway. This is another one. Isn't it so much of this pretty? It's all, somehow I've come to get it all together, so I'm showing you it's all together now, all this pretty. Now this has got to have a bit more work done over there, there and there, right? That could be a maybe for the day. What do you reckon? That might be a good idea. I think I've finished this one, or maybe not. Because my sort of resolution is to try and complete what I've done and started and whatever, do a bit of work on things that I've, not quite finished yet. So there's another one. And we have another one. This, I love this. I just absolutely just can't say how much I love this piece. It is just absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that. I'm going to have to put that on a journal. If I don't put them into something, I don't know what'll happen to them. If I don't put, I'm going to have to make a journal to go underneath that to make it just absolutely right, aren't I? Because I love the work on that. Isn't that beautiful? I love the grapes, and I don't know. I know it's my work, but I do love and this one too. This is awesome. I think I've finished this. I don't know yet. You have to kind of sort of sit there and look at it for a while. Maybe I could do a bit more something over here, if you can see that, and maybe a bit more something there. So this one wouldn't have that much to go to finish it, would it? And that'd make a really, really nice bag. Beautiful bag. Might even have to use it myself. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Hang on, there's a butterfly up that way. Here's a butterfly. There's a sort of a fan, and they're sitting up this direction, so I must remember. Oh, there's a little dragonfly there. See, I don't even remember, well, I don't, what's on here. You've got to sit there and look at all the pretties. And there's some nice stuff, isn't there? I'll have to do a bit more work on that and then finish it. So, am I going to pick the easiest thing to finish? Bit of work. There's a bit of work on there, a few stitches that I've tortured in the past. So, right. Now, I think that is a lot of what I've done as far as sewing and crazy patchwork goes. I do love this. I just love that. Isn't that gorgeous? That piece. I've only got a bit to do on that too. You know what? I should probably finish these two today. What do you reckon? And a couple more if I can get enough time. I should do. We'll just move that there. I have one box of that I bought back in with I bought one box back in here with my bits in it because of cotton. Okay, so these is what that sort of edge I'm going to put around those. We'll see. There's also this one in here. He was hiding in here. He's finished. He's just got to have his edge done too. Maybe I can show you how to do an edge today. But anyway, we've got to finish these two that's there. Righto, so let's do that. And then I might do an edge on something. So I need something to go along here that I'm going to be happy with. And maybe there and there. Just a little bit, a few stitches, a few different things. These have got enough embellishments on it, I think. Just a few, I love those. Aren't they nice? Just a few stitches, okay? So let's get out some... I've got a bit of green. Now I use both embroidery thread and crochet thread to do mine, and you'll probably have know that by now anyway. If there's anybody new to my channel, I have a lot of these videos up there. I'm going to show you how to find my videos because different ones say they can only find a couple of my stories from time to time, so I just want to help you with that. Because you need to, like if you press on the little bell, but you've got to find the little bell, don't you, before you can press on him. So I'll do a video on that. I hope I can get that out there soon. Let's see how I go right now. Okay, so I've got those few bits there. I know that's a mess, isn't it? Isn't it a pretty mess? It is a pretty mess. Okay, so now I've got some bits, right? Now... So to fill in a lot of the bits and pieces on mine, I just dot around a few beads, or you could just, and it sort of brings it all together. But maybe I need just some stitches across here, and some beads down along that one. Okay, right. So this looks like fun to me today. Let me see, where's it? We got the needle and thread in front of us here. We need a bead one. We need a bead one, and we need they're a bit long, those bead ones, aren't they? I think they're the ones that open in the middle, and I don't really like using those because they're a little bit annoying. I know that's not nice, but they are. Now I've got the cord of the air conditioner going across the back of this table. My hubby put it there, but anyway, he did a good job. He helped me. He cleaned it, made sure there was no spiders going to fly out of it when we turned it on, and turned it on to cool my room down so I could come in here because, oops, I'm putting these needles on here so I can get them, reach them. Okay. That's a good solid one. Right, okay, I'll put that under there now. Right. So I'm going to do something in there. Oh, that thing makes a noise. I hope you're okay with that. Let me know anyway. I could do my videos out in the lounge room, but I like this colour. But it's too hard because I've only got a small space. Plus I can't find everything, you know what I mean? You know how I am in here when I've got to go and have a look for something. I'm just pulling off a few threads because I'm just going to use 3. Okay, and they come out of there real easy. They did. Just do one at a time, it'll work. You need one at a time. Oh dear, come on. And then try to line them up so they're all even, and lay them down flat like that. Okay. I still don't know if I bought any of those little sequins, you know. I don't know if I got any of those. I'm really looking for some of them, seriously, like, you know. I never took them off that bag either. That was what I was going to do. I was going to take some off the bag. Now I've got this nice piece of apricot or orangey colour or whatever. I like the idea of putting it up there somewhere with something. And I could use, so there's little flowers that way. Just having a look to see what sort of thing I would like to put there. Maybe I'll just do a feather stitch or something, because it's okay, we'll try this and see what it looks like. So we're just going to do a bit of a feather stitch on here, just sort of to fill up the space, you know. Oh dear, things get caught. I don't need to get caught. I'm just going to go from one side to the other. Go over that way. Maybe I probably should have did it with a little bit thinner with a smaller piece of, the thickness of this might be too big. I don't think so. No, we're good. We're going to keep going with that. Righto. Now I think I might be using a good, this is a crewel needle, I think, maybe, because they are really good to sew with. You've got to have the eye big enough to put your thread through, and then make a hole with it, to make a hole big enough for your thread to go through as well. So we're going to put this in here, right, fill that up. I do like what I did with them buttons too. That's really cool, isn't it? Now they started out all right, and they got a bit lanky. Bit lanky there, look at that. But that's okay, because I'm good. I'm good with that. It doesn't matter. You got to enjoy your stitching. Very rarely do I I don't know. I say to take this undone. I can't really say that. Not quite for sure yet. You know, you never know. Because I'm not good at Now that I love. I love that. But you know what? I'm going to put a bit more of this colour somewhere else. Maybe here. We'll look at that in a minute. Let's put some beads in along there now. Okay, we've got a bead needle. I think they're about a 10 to a 13 size, and they have a good eye. This one does. It has a good eye. You can't see that though, can you? Don't know how we're going to see that. No, maybe you can. I don't know. No, you can't see it. Goodness me, there's a good size eye there anyway. Now I'm going to get some little beads. I have bead soup about, but I don't know at this stage whether I'll have the right thing in there that I want. I tried to these are not small enough. But there's some goodies in there though. We'll have to get back to that in a minute and use that. There's some mauvey colour ones. They're alright. Okay, what else you got here? Close buys on you. I just didn't want to get too much stuff. We've got colour. If I keep pulling down things, I'll never ever get it put away, will I? There's a really orangey ones. These are supposed to be in something else, you know. Not supposed to be there, but I will get them to that place eventually. Right, I've got. I do like the sequins, but the space is not big enough for them. But I will put the mauve colour ones in here, I think. Right, so we come up through the back, and you thread on your bead. You can't see me all here, can you? I'm here. I'll try to put it up a bit higher when I'm going to pick up a bead. Did I come through the top? Yeah. And I'll pick up a bead and I'm just going to go down close by. Okay? Just close to it. That's what I need. I was thinking I need some green beads too. I do. That's what I'm thinking. These are very light, but that's alright. They look okay. And for something different, I'm going to put one here in the centre of this. Of that, the fork of that thing. I'll put one in the centre. And just move these. I should put those back in that box over there, shouldn't I? Which other one am I going to do with that there? But I'll get him back when I need to. I need a green bead. Let's move these over a bit. There's green beads in here. Right. There's 3 things on this, like 3 closures. Make sure, to be sure that it's shut. Come on, get some green ones out, Sonya. I've got a few now. Here's some green ones. Righto. It's a man's tackle box. It's got all sticky stuff on there because I pulled the paper off. It's got to make sure that it's going to be shut, isn't it? Now I'm going to put a green one down in this part here. In that V. Okay. This is just for a different bit of interest, isn't it? Actually, that's not a good idea because it went through. Wait a minute, I'll lift this up over here. I'll lift it over. Lift it over, Sonya. No. Okay. I wasn't paying a lot of attention to what I was doing just then, was I? Because I went through the cotton. I can't seem to get it back over there. Come on. You go back over there. I might take that off. It's only working. I'm struggling to get him to work, so I'm just taking him off. Now, when I go back down in there, I'm actually going to be doing like a different colour in every second thing. So let's have a look and see how that works. Different colour in every second thing. Come on, get up in there. Righto. Now pick up the bead and make sure you don't go through your thread this time, Sonya, okay? Don't go through your thread, go underneath your thread. That might work. Is that going to work? Yes, it did. Righto. Now, I'm going to put one here, a purpley one. It's very light mauve. Sorry that you can't be able to see that very good. If you can't see that, it's a light mauve colour. And then I'll do a mauve one here. I don't know, just a bit higgly-piggly I suppose it is, but it's alright, it's going to work out fine. You just got to make sure that you're having fun while you're doing it, you see. And then I'm going to put on this part here, where it joins in the bottom. Oh no, up here's a green one. You nearly missed this bit. I'm just doing whatever feels like I should do. Okay, and just making it pretty. That's all I need to do is make it pretty. And then there's another mauve one. I hope everybody's staying safe and having a good new year. We're up to the second day of the new year today. I know a lot of you others have just started the first day of the new year, and I do hope that it all brings us lots of happiness and wellness and all that sort of thing, and that you all have a lovely time with your crafting or whatever it is that you'd like to do in your spare time. I'm doing this just higgly-piggly now. I'm not following a rule. You can't follow the rules. It's not that much fun. What do you reckon? Is it looking okay? It's not hurting anything? It's not making anything look wrong? Nope, all good. As soon as I look at it and I see something sitting out more than the rest of it, I know I've done the wrong thing. I'll explain that in a second. Maybe you should do that now. You look at your work, and if something really jumps out at you, you know it's not right. But if you've got it all going in together, you know, if it's all blending in together, you're right, okay? But if there's a piece on there that really hits you in the eye, that's close, but it isn't doing that, so I'm good. I'm happy with that. And if you say that's purple, you see there, well you can see that, but it's really dark, so maybe I should head up here and put something that colour up this way, you know, or even over here, and then your eye will go at it, look at it, and it'll see that it's all nice and distributed evenly, and there's just not one thing just putting heading out there in front of everything else, if you know what I mean. Like you do have a focal point on a lot of things, but that's okay. But this sort of stuff does not really, unless you wanted to, have a focal point on things. They just they're all supposed to blend in together. I think that's my opinion anyway. I think I'd rather it all do that, rather it all blend in together. This looks like some of these are just green, and some of these little tips are different mauve. They're mauve. I want a mauve one? Yeah. So I can come back to this at another stage, and I can say to myself, well, that's not right, you know, take it out, but I'm not going to because I do like it. So we're not going to worry about taking it out, okay? I can't do that. I was going to start another series of things, but I think this might be it. This might be Sonya's trying to finish off her work. All the things that I've started doing last year and not done. That'll be my steampunk journal. I want to finish that. the journal I just started, of course, and I want to finish that. These bits of embroidery, and I want to finish these and make them into bags and what have you. Okay, hopefully that'll all come to pass and I'll do that. What do you reckon? Anyway, if you're interested in seeing all this, I hope you will let me know. If you're not, well, there's other things that I can make anyway, and you never know what I might come up with on the day, you know. Because I don't think I was planning on doing this. I've been working on something else and out in the lounge room, and I thought I'll just go in here and see what, you know, see what happens, see what I can find to do. I could sit here and I could tidy it up a bit, but you know, then I only find things and I want to do work with them, so I'm just going to have to leave it for a while. Just leave it alone for a while. While it's hot, it's not good for me, but and when I get myself all sorted, I'm going to be able to clean it up, hopefully. Okay, now have I got any more of those? There's one more mauve one there, because I'm not going to pull any more out of the packet, or the thing, and I'll put a green one here, and come back here, you. Whoops, missed it all together. Missed it completely. Righto. How's that look? Pretty cool, hey? Pretty cool. Right. Just do a couple of back stitches on there, so that'll hold it down. Now, oh, there's a heap of mauve ones just there. I might use some of them in shortly, so I'm going to just leave them there a minute. There's a place here that bead should be along the top of there. And I just unpulled that. I shouldn't have done, but I'll get another piece of thread because it'll be longer and I might be able to go further with it. Sonya, how could you leave that thread out of there? Oh dear, I'm naughty. Here it is. I had a place to put it back away so I could find it, but I've got it now, so it's okay. Nobody panic. Right. Now, so it's only going to be 35 here today. I mean 35 is pretty warm, isn't it? Not 45 though, that's a good idea. We don't want that. 45 is a really bit harsh, but it does get that hot here. Now along here, I might put something up the centre of that, because I've done some needle weaving or something along there. I can see that. Well, that's cool. Huh? Yeah, there's a bit of stuff still can go on this one. There's a lot of work still to go on here. Now, do I want to put this colour? I can get you down here closer. Do I want to put this colour? Where'd that go? That colour in there, and you can't see it very good, can you? But you don't want to take away from the piece that's there. What else can I put on it? Right. Let me see. I'm thinking, you know, because I don't want to have anything too big, but I want something different. So let's have a look in here. Oh, there's just something small in this. I think I can get. They're nice, but they're a bit too big. I like these things. I like those things. I do use a fair bit of those things. They're sequins, actually, those things. See, these other things I've got here are too big. Oh, look, there's a pair of little feet. I might even put one of those on. I'll just take that. I'll set them on the top of that. And I'll just... Come on, get off me. It's stuck to my hand, right, and I've got... I'm going to get a little foot out of this bag. Some lovely lady sent me these. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was. It's a bit hard to remember these things. So I'll put them back in there, the rest of them. Right. I might just get one of these as well, or two of those. Okay. Let's go back under there. Just fit. Oh, come on, close. I gotta close it because I do. I got it. Thank you. You closed for me, thank you. Well, if hubby comes in here to do something for me, he won't know that they're waving around there in the breeze, will he? So I've got a little foot. And I'm going to put that on there somewhere with two little feet. And I've got these bits here that I'll tip onto the table because there's stuff in this one too that I can use. Just hope there's something small enough. Right, oh look at that, I like this. I have a whole heap of these and a lot of them fell out of their little container. Like this part's come out of the other bit and I'm worried that that's going to happen, so I hope it doesn't. Okay, so while I've got the feet there, I'm going to put them on. Can't, I've got a needle threaded down here. Got to do it first. That's going to cover that over. That's not going to be a good idea. What about the gold? What about some gold sequences on it? That might be nice. Righto. Pick up a sequin, put him down. Now, I don't think I'll put a bead in the centre of it. I'll just bring it over here. Back down in there. Whoops, I nearly lost my feet. Okay, back over there. Because I don't think I'll put a lot of sequins along here. I'll just put a couple, just 3. Because I'm just bringing them and sewing them down the side. Just coming up and sewing them down at the side. I'll put one up here, further along. On the sequin. And it's like a cup shape. Well, they call it that, but so the top bit's the dip in it. Okay, there goes that thing again. I'll have to talk louder. I hope you can hear me. Yes, okay. Sorry about this, but hubby did tighten it a bit, like, because it was doing a little bit of a. It was a little bit noisy, but it was the best he could do. So I'm thinking about buying another one that just goes onto the floor, but it has a hose coming through the window, so it's not going to be a very good idea because then I'm going to have the rest of the window will have to be all blocked out, which it probably is now anyway, but I thought the idea was that I would just have it to go in here and then I could move it into the spare room when Ellie comes over, so but anyway, I'll just see what happens. I just have to see what happens. Okay, so they look pretty cool. They look pretty cool. I like them. I'm leaving that like it is too. I'm not putting any more on that bit. And put a couple of back stitches in here, and that's got that one. Okay. Now, well, I do like to have a few bits and pieces on my work, like, you know, like a foot. Like a foot. Now, is that foot, you know, too... Oh, hang on. It's got to go this way because the garden's this way. And what I've done wrong is I've put the bow upside down. But it doesn't matter. I can just turn the piece of work around. Just do that, eh? And this needs something there. When you look at it, you think it's nearly done, but it isn't, is it? It's got a lot to go. So I'm going to put the little feet here. Where are you? That looks cool. Little feets. Okay, now, yes, there's a lot to go still, isn't there? Right. I don't know if that's why I give up. I don't actually give up. I get excited about something else and go wandering off and doing something different. That's what happens to me. And you should know that anyway. But this is going to be weekend videos. Will be me trying to do some work on things that I need fixed, finish, okay? So I'm going to do more beading. I'm going to put some beads along here now, because this part here needs beads in it, doesn't it? Whoops, went straight through. Didn't put a knot in it, that's probably why. So I'm going to put the beads in each little section there, along there. Now I won't use, I was looking at the gold ones, but I'm not going to use them, I don't think. About the green. What do the green ones look like in there? No, because there's some just fair there, right, so they're not really too close. I have to bring this box over here to me so I can get hold of it all. There's some good colours in here. I'm going to nick some of these out. I have to put it all back. I'll have to put it all back away, won't I? Well, I hope I do. I'll just keep working on it. I don't know. See if I can. Whoops. I do like the light colour, but you're not going to be able to see that, are you? What about the blue? They look nice. Do I have enough of them? I've got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to start up anyway. I will have. They'll be in that box, righto. So I'm going to go through there and down in here. And this is a big bead, so I'm going to go through it twice so it'll be held down nicely. Okay. Make sure it's cosy there. Alright. He's big, isn't he? I don't know if that's going to be a... Oh yeah, I can put the other one in here. Right, and the crosses are between them. Okay. So I think things were pretty quiet around here for New Year. We were in bed, but the dogs in the neighbourhood were scared. Our dog was scared. Our cat was making fierce noises because he was frightened, and he was on the bed, and he was... but anyway, because we went to bed early, but we couldn't go to sleep because of the racket that was going on with people going with the fireworks, because there was some on up at the showground and bits and pieces, people going up there to that, but there's also the people around the town doing, setting them off, which is against the law. We don't sell fireworks in New South Wales. They don't sell them here, so obviously people have gone to Victoria and bought them, or bought them online or something. I don't know how they get them, but we're not supposed to use them here. Unless, of course, they're done by people that are qualified to do that sort of thing, and that's what the ones were up at the showground. But you'd be sitting there, and the next thing is bang, bang, bang. There was the people who live around here, or wouldn't be anywhere in the town, although you'd hear it because it's not a very big place, I suppose. You hear it all over. Our daughter went up to there, and she thought it was really good, so she thought it was nice at the fireworks. I didn't want to go outside and watch them blow all that money up in smoke. It's nice to see the fireworks, yes it is, it's a nice thing, but I think about the good that they could be doing with it for people that need it, and the hospitals and all that sort of things. Anyway, we're not going to go there yet. We're not going there, Sonya. We're busy. Okay, got another one. These are pretty. I like the colour. A nice colour. Okay, so now I'm going to have to see if we can come back and see you another day, okay? Because we're not finished this one yet. Alright? We're not finished it. I'm sorry about that, but I can't keep going because I'll run out of time and I'll go into 2 videos. So we'll have to turn it off, and I will continue on, do this one and finish it on the next video, okay? So thank you very much for watching, which you'll probably see on the weekends, okay? Thank you for watching, and stay safe, and happy 2022. It's just so hard to think that that's where we're up to. Anyway, all right, I better go. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.